Hello, everyone. Welcome to Jamaica 411. Thank you so much for joining me. For those persons who are joining for the first time, welcome, welcome. Please don't be a stranger. For the persons who are always here with me, whenever I upload, you're looking forward to hearing what I have to say about anything. I do appreciate it. I work hard in order to bring you news if I can. And I'm going to ask everyone who has not yet subscribed, please remember to subscribe. Also, like the video and share. Remember, it's a video, so you can always share to as many persons as you like, to all the groups that you're in, to all your friends and your family. And then you can always return to the video. Also, I look forward to hearing your comments, what you think about the video, and your own opinion of what it is that you're hearing. Now, what I'm going to discuss with you today is this ongoing saga created by Hayles, a man who is seeking to topple the JLP MP, Moreland Wilson, who won the seat back in September 3, 2020 in that general election. Now, this would have been the first time in a very long time the Jamaica Labour Party won the seat, and it was due to a large part of the unrest in the People's National Party caused by Peter Bunting and Mark Golding and their other associates in the Rise United camp. So the party was divided, made to look so at any rate, and there were other stuff that went on election day by these risers when they sought to actively ensure that certain MPs, PNP MPs, did not win the seat. Unfortunately for them, they also lost their seats. The risers, including Bunting as the leader, Dayton Campbell, and a whole host of them, Hayles, lost their seats, and they migrated elsewhere now, seeking to ensconce themselves in other seats that they believe they can win. Now, you will recall that the Jamaica Labour Party won the Westmoreland seats. I'm not sure if it's all three. Certainly they won Eastern Westmoreland, where P.J. Patterson was the MP way back in 1980. And then the PNP won all three Westmoreland seats in 1989 and has held it since. That would be a 31-year period. So the PNP held all three Westmoreland seats for 31 years and lost all three Westmoreland seats due to the sabotage, internal sabotage in 2020. Now, I am made to understand, though, that to some extent, the loss of Western Westmoreland may not have to do with the sabotage, so to speak. In other words, they were not actively sabotaging Wickham McNeil. Representation is part of why he lost the seat, and also the perception of the division in the PNP would have contributed to that. And so that more or less is the background. And so Hayles is up and down the place, telling people about bad roads and so on. I frankly don't know how these people think when they are out campaigning, because you cannot hold a seat for 31 years, lose it for 4 years, and then come telling the people that they should vote out the man that they voted in because the roads are not fixed, the bridges are not fixed, and this and this and that and the other. That doesn't seem to me to be a winning strategy, but they must know what they're doing, so I leave them to it, and time will tell what the outcome of this particular strategy will be. In the present drama, though, that was created by Hayles himself in an effort to bring a cloud over the operations of the government's effort to bring water to the people in Westmoreland who are very badly affected by a drought, in the grill where, you have a lot of businesses and people are depending on the tourism for their livelihood. There's a very severe water crisis. And Ian Hills think that his contribution to this whole thing is to go around and try to make out that there is corruption, that the people who are supposed to get the water tanks are not getting it. Except it appears as though he has not been doing his research properly. He's just going around and making videos and making claims without doing proper research. At least that is how it appears. He has asked no one any question, not seeking to find out what the tanks were doing there. He simply thinks that all he has to do is to create a video, open his mouth and claim that something funny is happening here and want to know why the tanks are there. And it is not intended to provide information for the public. Seems to me that if you're not asking questions and you're making suggestions, then what you're doing is attempting to gain political mileage from creating an impression that is not factual, maybe even lying, certainly propaganda. So I'm going to let you listen to Jim, and Jim will tell you what is happening about these tanks. And also I want you to pay particular attention to the sticker that is on the tank. Look at whether or not it is worn and whether or not it says T.E.F, which is a Tourism Enhancement Fund. If it says a T.E.F, then you know that Ian Hayles was right. These are tanks that were supposed to have been distributed to farmers and other persons in need. However, if the tanks do not have the T.E.F sticker on it, then you know Ian Hayles was excessively careless, because he ought to know that the tanks that is distributed by T.E.F, what they look like. It may even be more than carelessness, because if you listen to Ian Hayles, he spoke about the proximity of this business establishment and home to the JLP's constituency office. I mean, when you talk about faulty reasoning and faulty thinking, that is it. So let's listen to Jim now.
Yeah, man, this is Jim. Yeah, man, he's the owner for all these tanks. 10 of them is here, 10 of them. Yeah, and this is my receipt where I purchased these tanks. Yeah, this is, I pay for 9. 9 of them I pay for. You can see 504,000. And I also still owe for one of the tanks them. In all, it would have come to 560,000 for the 10 of the tanks them. So, me is the owner for all these tanks. And I didn't get my tanks from no politician, no councillor, no JLP, no PMP. I work very hard, night and day, to save my money and buy my tanks. I might throw a partner in Little London. That's where I go and charge 400,000 out of my account and put the rest of the money where I hustle the day and purchase the tanks them. On the 18th of March, that's when I purchase the tanks them. So no one can come to me and tell me, say, I get my tanks from politicians. It didn't go like that. I work very hard, night and day, selling water. Also, I don't run car wash. My baby mother run car wash. I do water business. I sell water in the whole of the community. People all about. So, I'm asking somebody that put out the video, please to come and talk to me and hear the full 100 how it goes. Because I have been getting a lot of checks that people can come and stab up my tanks. And I'm on my way. When I do this video, I'm going straight to the station to report it. Because I didn't sleep last night. I sit up whole night watching my tanks them. Because I know how hard I work to buy my tanks them. And it's very important to my business to serve the people of Westmoreland water I'm a legit water seller. I have all my documents done.
So that is Jim. Now, I did a little research and found out that Jim is originally from St. Elizabeth. He's a St. Elizabeth man. And don't know what happened. Maybe he found a nice girl in Westmoreland and decided to move over there, or something else happened. But he is in Westmoreland. The people there in Little London knows him as a fruit man. It sold fruits, and that's where he got his money from originally. So apparently he was a farmer, and you know St. Elizabeth people how them can farm, and he sold his fruits and made his money, set up his business. I believe he said the girlfriend is in the car wash, and he started his water business because apparently he sees an opportunity, to earn a living from supplying water to that drought-ridden Westmoreland as it is now. So I sincerely hope that Jim and his girlfriend don't take this lightly. I think if this was in the reverse and Jim had gone to an establishment where Ian Hayles was and talk about tanks that were there that came from government, the first thing Ian Hayles would have done is draw for him lawyer and sue his ass. And therefore, I am of the opinion that in order to stop these people from taking advantage of people, or I would say in Jamaica, take disadvantage of people because they are poor, or because you have more money than them, and just come out and just open your mouth and say any careless thing you want to say about them, because you're going to get away with it. An example should really be set, and these people should take Ian Hayles to court, at least write him a letter and demand an apology. Because if poor people don't stand up for themselves, nobody else will. And this type of thing coming on the ear is simply not enough. Coming on social media is simply not enough. You must do more. That is my view. That is my view, and I would love to hear what are your views on this drama that is going on in Westmoreland. So that is all for today, and I thank you for listening to me and being so patient as usual. Thank you for sharing, liking, and also for your comments. Until next time when I upload another video, walk good.